Palumbo here with an RX Muscle news update. As you heard a couple days ago, John Meadows' wife reported on his Facebook page that he had suffered a heart attack. I just want to give you guys a little update from what I've gathered from my sources. According to my source, John had some blood clots, 2 specifically in his coronary arteries. 1 yesterday has been dissolved successfully. Today, I think, has been dissolved successfully using medications that dissolve clots that they put in through an IV. Supposedly, they're hoping that by the end of today, early tomorrow, the other one will be dissolved. They say there's no damage to the heart, there's no cardiovascular disease, which is a very good prognosis. Because obviously, when you have blockages and you do get a heart attack, sometimes some of the heart muscle can die. So the fact that that's not the case, or at least that's what was being reported to me, that's really good news. Now, the bad news is that he's got some kind of a clotting disorder, which is throwing clots for some reason that they're going to have to either diagnose or figure out what's going on, and then obviously figure out a solution. The solution obviously would be to take anti-clotting drugs. Whether he's got to do that the rest of his life or not, I don't know. And obviously once he's released from the hospital, I'm sure we'll get him on here for an interview and he can fill us in on what the prognosis is and what they're going to have to do moving forward. But the good news is that there is no damage. In this past couple of weeks of just terrible news, one after the other, all deaths and just terrible things happening to people. It's good to hear that our good friend John Meadows is feeling well. He has no residual damage from whatever little heart attack he did have. And once again, all a heart attack is pain in your chest. You go to the hospital, something is happening, there's a deprivation of oxygen to a part of your heart. Hopefully they fix that, or they open it up. Usually they give you nitroglycerin initially to open those vessels up, get the blood flow to the parts of the heart that are not receiving it. The pain goes away, and then they can figure out what's going on. Most of the time, it's a blockage in a coronary artery that's doing that. His blockage was being caused by a blood clot that has happened because of whatever kind of clotting factors or clotting disorder he has. So, once again, good news. I just want to send out my prayers to John Meadows, and hopefully you guys, you'll get over this little clotting issue and they'll dissolve that second clot. You'll be released from the hospital, and you'll be back to training and doing all your mountain dog stuff. So, Dave Palumbo here with an RX Muscle news update. Send all your prayers out to John Meadows.